I used to go on, see all the fun, cool stuff you do with your kids.
Do you like this for my name? Do you like Zen Travel Mama for my Instagram?
I love it.
Ladies, we're gonna get started. I want you guys to stand up out of your seats, and if you're driving, don't do this, but if you're not driving, all right, we're just going to shake up our body a little bit just for a minute or two. All right, roll your shoulders. See all the energy? Thanks, baby. Okay, forward. Roll your neck side to side. Wipe your body all the way down to your feet. Bring up the energy from the center. Stretch it out. Back in your body, down again, up again. Breathing in and out. Good, good. Shake your body out, shake all the energy out for a second. Good, good, Emily. We're about to learn some new stuff today. Get excited. Come on. Side to side, shift it side to side. Good, good. Arms up, like you're pulling the sun in. All right, good, good. All right, shake it all out, deep breath in. And shake that out, good. Who's that, Melissa? You got it. Good, good, good. All right, grab a seat. Let's get started. Hello, hello, hello. All right, I see Debbie, Liz, see all your beautiful faces. All right, I'm gonna do gallery view so I can see you all. Okay, all right, let me magnify that. All right, done, done, done. All right, let's get started today. So I put a few things down. So first, I really want you guys to understand how powerful that part of you is that can overcome challenges, and overcome your mind, and overcome the things that you think have such a chokehold on you. And so something was coming to me this morning because right now we live in a time actually where I was doing some research on this around kids. And it does, kids, adults, it doesn't matter. Like psychiatrists, counselors, coaches, like everybody's kind of inundated right now, like with anxiety or pressure or fear, and not everyone, but a lot of people, because they don't know how to process energy. And you could have been someone who does this for a very long time, energy work, soul work, and you'll still have a part of you that sometimes will feel like nothing's working, or feel like you just can't get it. And so today, one of our lessons is like, number one, are you doing the steps? Because a lot of times when you go into that place of nothing's working, or it's because you're not actually reading the radical forgiveness. You're not actually doing the energy work that we've talked about. And I really want you guys to have this tool for the rest of your life. Remember how last week we did that energy work and we merged both sides? We saw the good side of joy, and all the other sides. We're merging illusions here. And so one of the things anxiety can teach us, it just means that some action has to be taken. So let's just say you have anxiety around your health. Well, that's because you're not prepared and you don't have a plan. So how to relieve that anxiety? Your body, the anxiety is actually a gift. And if the world looked at anxiety as a gift, we would live in a much different world. And I do believe that's where we will get to one day. And I believe that all of you listening to this are people who are actually transforming that energy. So put in the chat, only if you're not driving, why you feel like your soul came here. I just got done a soul liberation over the weekend. I'm sure some of you, I know Lori and Melissa are really tapped in. They feel the energy work as we're working on people. And it was extraordinary. It was extraordinary to see how we call certain experiences into our life based on what we need to heal. We call certain experiences into our life based on what we need to heal. And so it's very important to remember that. Let me just look at the chat. So okay, to free myself from whatever is holding me back, to own my own truths and not live in fear. Yes, absolutely. And so even the fear can teach us something. So as you guys are writing in the chat what your soul purpose is, or why you came into this existence, this body, this role, this label. And one of the things we did at Soul Liberation is we were like, what if today was the day we took our last breath? And I was thinking about that today. I was thinking, what if I just took an inhale and I took an exhale and this was like my last breath. And I was thinking about that and I was like, what would I miss about being human if today I took my last breath? And I started to think about all the things I would miss. I would miss coming on here and I would miss seeing your faces. I would miss waking up my daughter with a shake and water. And this morning I told her, like, I was like, you deserve to be loved. You deserve to be taken care of. And like letting her know that. I would miss Jason and how like I can wake him up in the night and he doesn't make me wrong for it. Even though he could be tired and irritated, he like understands when I wake up and in the middle of the night at sometimes. And so I was just thinking about all those little things I would miss. I would miss serving you guys so much. I would miss the soul liberations. I would miss the travel. I would miss breath, this body. And so as I was thinking about death and I was thinking about life and I was thinking about anxiety and fear and the things that they can teach us. So when we feel anxiety, that just means some anxiety or that means action needs to be taken. So rewire anxiety. I'm feeling anxiety. That means I need to take some action today. And so grab your notebooks and your pen. And and here's the number one thing you guys really, this is like, if you're in your body, in your life, and you're doing energy work and you're trying to create more finances, to create more health, wealth, understanding between you and others, this is going to be really important. Write this down, saturate it, get it in your soul. Nothing outside of you is causing you to feel the way you feel. How often do we say, this is making me feel like this? This is stressing me out. It's because of this. Well, guess what? You remove that thing and another thing is going to show up to stress you out in the same way. Who has experienced that? Raise your hand if you've you've taken a stressor away and then that's another thing very similar to it shows up. So what I'm giving to you is the tool that I'm giving you today is literally worth, I believe, hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars, truly. Like if you can understand that you are creating the experiences that you are having, and if you keep projecting out that it's your wife or it's your husband or it's your partner or your kids that are causing you to feel a certain way, you will never heal. You'll never heal. You'll just jump from fire to fire, trying to put it out, and you're just going to be running your entire life and you're never going to feel that peace. And so today you have an opportunity to feel that peace by taking a new action. By new action, I mean stop projecting, stop thinking it's something or someone else causing your anxiety or stress. It's you. And guess what? That's freeing, because that means you have an opportunity to heal it. And I give you guys more, normally I give you more than you can handle because I want you guys to do it in baby steps. I give you 3 books to read over a year. You don't have to do it all in a day. But if you're someone who likes to not shift or change, if you're someone who likes to stay stuck and doesn't like to feel their own pain, you might struggle with this at first. And that's okay. It's in that struggle that you can actually feel that energy and like an ocean coming up, like this is all mine. This has nothing to do with anyone else. I'm literally, if you as a child had a lot of trauma in your adult life, your physical symptoms and your life is a representation of that past childhood trauma trying to heal. So so Debbie gave us a great example this week with her fiance who was coming in, and she's like, he's making me so angry. But there's two different versions of Deb. One that knows he's not making her angry, knows it's from her past. And then there's another version that's just like, this is all his fault. He needs to change, right? And we all have that version. That's a very human thing to want to try to change the outside to stop the feelings that we're feeling. Okay. And so today we're going to just do a little exercise, a little mind dump. And I want you, this is in your journal. This is just for you. This is not to be posted. This is called a 3-minute mind dump. This is where you write all the thoughts today. So check it out. Tim Ferriss has this tool that he does every day. And he said it's radically changed his life. And he says for 3 to 5 minutes a day, he sits in his journal and he moans and complains and he bitches and he puts everything down he's worrying about. And he takes 3 to 5 minutes and he'll just be like, fuck this. Like, I'm so angry, or I'm so hurt, or I'm so worried. I'm so fearful. What if this happened? And he will just get it all out on paper. And he knows that he has those 3 minutes to worry. So guess what he doesn't do the rest of the day? Worry, bitch, moan, complain. And there's nothing wrong with complaining. There's nothing wrong with needing help. It's just, you have an opportunity to stop projecting and to feel the energy that's coming up. And once you feel the energy, you're going to know what to do with the outside sources. There's a part of you that I just want to take action. I just want to take action. Well, you can take all the action you want. However, unless you feel the energy first, okay, you could take a bunch of actions and it's just going to be like putting out little fires in your life forever. So whatever you put in the chat is beautiful. To love all parts of themselves, beautiful. I'm here to heal myself and help others heal. That's very beautiful. And so the best thing that we can do for another person, for our family, for our friends, for the world, is to heal the energy that's bound within us, because everybody has bound energy. And every time you try to project out, you've just reached another mountain of pain within you that is trying to come out, trying to be seen, trying to be loved, trying to give you wisdom, right? And so so we're going to do that mind dump in just a second, but the 3 things I really want you to write down right now, and this is your process when you feel anxiety, or when you feel fear, or when you feel like it's things need to shift or something needs to happen, like connect with the energy. So that means, let me show you how to connect with the energy. This is how you connect with energy. And this is a practice. And even still today, even after, I'm talking like 7 to 8 years working with the top healers around the world, I can still have a version that feels like nothing's working. Even though there's so many things that are working, so many miracles taking place, sometimes I still have a version that just feels like she's not enough. Right? Because if I asked all the way down, what is that like? Oh, there's still a part that feels like she's just never going to be enough. And I love her. Do I love her? So let me show you how to feel the energy. So if I'm feeling that way, I'll take a deep breath and I'll ask for the energy to come up. So you ask for guidance, like, God, source, angels. And then I place my hands on my body and the energy is already starting to come up. Sometimes I feel like I just don't trust anyone. Sometimes I feel like I have to do it all myself. That's feeling energy. That's it. And then I come back to knowing this and who I am, my certainty. But I'm trying to show you guys a level of vulnerability so you can see that it's okay to feel your feelings. Okay, like put your hands on your body, no matter what you feel. I feel so angry right now. I feel like I could light the house on fire or whatever's coming up for you. Okay. I feel just so hurt, whatever is coming up for you. So if you just try there, everybody has bound energy within you because we're in earth school. This is the lesson that I was trying to explain last week. And last week was so perfect for this lesson that I'm giving you guys today, which is to connect with your wounds, to create the relationships you want, the money you want, the experiences that you want in your life are beyond, like the door to enlightenment is being able to feel all those emotions, not letting them control you or drown you, nothing like that, but being able to process them. Now I have the wisdom, okay, there's a part of me that doesn't trust. Now I need to connect with a part of me that trusts. So then I'll drop in. Oh my God, sometimes I just feel like I'm walking on the hands of 100,000 angels. I feel so guided. I have so much trust within this body. So now I'm feeling the opposite side of the pain. Oh, I have so much trust inside this body. Oh, oh. Yes. And then you can even say, I have parts I like, parts I don't like. Ha ha ha. They're all me. Right. And like we think that like goals are the way to get it or handling these things, but the process that I just gave to you in processing energy and what we did last week will last you a lifetime. I'm not giving you guys a fish and just asking you to eat. I'm teaching you to fish if you will listen. So in those moments, next time you get to the anxiety or fears door or the obtrusive thoughts or whatever is coming into your space or why you're not taking action or why something's not working, come back to this moment and connect with the energy. Let me know in the chat if you guys are like understanding this lesson. If you have any questions, put it in the chat. Like this is a really valuable lesson. And so once you feel the energy, because if I feel anger and I go try to talk to somebody, my chances of projecting that anger to them are very high. But if I tap in to the anger first, I'll be like, and I just let it out, right? And I'm really good at processing emotions because I've done this for a long time, but you'll get better and better at processing them. Okay. All right, Jen says okay. Good. Yes. Debbie hit the nail on the head. It's spinning. Like she said, she just so perfect. It's why I'm spinning on a hamster wheel with Mike for the last year and a half. It's me. I'm focusing on him and what he needs to change or do. Once she focuses on herself, it's going to shift. Just like Cynthia, she just wrote the most beautiful post in the inner circle. She said, I can't even tell you how many emotions came up for me in the inner circle. Shame. Like I feel, like embarrassed. She said, I like all these things came up. She felt not good enough. And then guess what? When she healed them, when she got with those parts, when she didn't judge the part of her, she's always going to have a part that feels like she's not enough. If you think you're going to get to a place in your life where you only feel peace and love all the time, it's just, I think that's an unrealistic expectation. I really do. I think that peace is possible. I think you can reach that place. What I'm saying is that you are a human being. And human beings go through certain circumstances and certain situations in life. And if you're prepared, of course, you can handle them without reacting and you can respond in a way. But first, you got to connect with the energy. Because if you're still here, you still have lessons to learn. Okay. Yes, exactly. You still have lessons to learn. Okay. So grab your journals and your pens. And for 3 minutes, you are just going to write down, this is your time to worry. So for the rest of the day, there's no, if you start to worry about next week or who's thinking about you, you say, oh, I can worry about this later. Let me be present in this moment. Let me take a breath. I'll get my time to worry when I need to worry, right? Because scheduling a time to actually mind dump and worry will help you not worry the rest of the day because you're scheduling it in. This is like Tim Ferriss says, this is one of the things. Yes. Oh, Sashi, you got me in tears. Under the anger is so much sadness, hurt. Beyond those emotions are joy and peace. I'm going to share something with you guys. I promise real quick, and then we'll get right into the journaling. But during Soul Liberation, I had an entrainment by Jason, and I, of course, work on people. But this weekend, I was triggered, and so I was really able to heal. And during one of the entrainments, a lot of my childhood trauma came up. Like, I mean, all of it. And I was sobbing, and it was literally not the sound of like a woman's cry. It was like the cry of like a 2 or a 3-year-old little girl, like, like that type of cry. And so I'm on the table, and he gathered all the women around me, and he said, I want everyone to put their hand on Carolyn, and I want you to say, Carolyn, I'm so sorry I didn't take care of you. And it rocked my world. I felt so seen in that moment. Like, my little girl felt so seen that she was able to grow up. And then we did that for every person at the event. So someone at the event was they were actually raped by someone when they were a little girl. And and she said on the table, she could feel like that soul or person in front of her who hurt her. And she said, I forgive you. But it wasn't to the person that hurt her, it was to her soul who called in that experience, and to her lineage, and to her mom, and to her dad who called in these experiences. And then so it's like she forgave herself, she forgave the person, she forgave the entire situation. And then we all went up to her, and we said, we love you so much. I'm so sorry. Like, so we're apologizing to her. And then like just everything that happened this weekend was just so powerful. So I know, Sashi, you had that experience with your dad when you came to one of our celebrations, and Sashi just let out the most, just such incredible energy. So why am I sharing all this with you guys? In your mind dump, you can even put down like the craziest things, like let it flow, let your inner child out. Like, man, I really need to hear that apology sometimes. I need to feel so seen sometimes. If I don't feel seen, I feel like I can't move, or whatever the case is. And remember, we're just letting it out, like right now. So 3 minutes, go right now. One more minute to complain or worry or put whatever. You could just write the F word if you want, or whatever's coming to mind. Melissa, my sweet shining example of processing energy. You're so good at it. I love you so much. Okay, now I'll stop. Take a breath. I'm just going to do one more thing. I just want you to close your eyes just for 1 minute, just 1 minute. And I want you to tap into your soul. Tap into the part that operates you. This label, this life, the manifestations. We're going to do one more powerful thing, and this can be really, really special, something you can take with you and remember. I want you to let God inside of you. So if God could just be acknowledged, and you could let God come out of you for a second. Take a breath as if you're breathing with God, as if God is taking that breath with you. I want you to open your eyes, take the pen, and write down what God would say to you right now. As you change the way you see your past, your now, and your future, you produce a different energy state. You become energy rich, and so does all of those things. So if Brenda had if she had a hard childhood, and her inner child and that version of her, she actually has done the work to get safe in us to feel the feelings that are ready to come out around that stuff. That's going to be hard, but life-changing. Especially when you have others around you who have a hard time when the feminine breaks down or cries. Existence is something so very special. And when the feminine is able to break down, and if the masculine uses humor to try to fix her, it'll cause more trauma, not intentionally. they're hurt too. They've never been taught how to handle that. So that's why once you feel the energy, you might get more support. You might feel things change. Who can feel Brenda's energy change already just by that one thought? And I wanted everyone to raise their hands so you can see it too, because I know there's a version of everyone on this call sometimes who just feels like, when's it going to end? And if we don't resist that, we can actually help heal so many people. So many people. Okay. So take a minute. I'm going to do a breakout session with everybody. And I want you guys to share with each other what God said to you. Okay? And then we're going to do a manifestation tool that's going to be really amazing and powerful. Okay? But first, we connect. All right. Perfect.
I hate when the break room's in.
Okay, feedback. More time to break room.
Let me put that in my book.
It's a good sign when everybody comes back crying and oh man. Oh man, I'm sorry guys, I gotta take a picture of your gorgeous faces here. You just look so precious and just so beautiful. So this song is called Weightless. And one of the healings that I'd like to do for you guys right now is to help you feel weightless. No worries, no doubts, no concerns, just for a moment, just for a second, no stress on the brain. It's so important that we take these moments in time to just let ourselves be, to let our soul bubble to the surface, to remember that we're spinning around on a planet, to remember none of this shit really matters. I know, I think it does, but there's so much more going on behind the scenes. What we think matters so much isn't the stuff that matters. And so let's just take a moment and let's bless each other. Let's bless each other. We're going to bless the field. And before you guys do that, just take out your pen and notebooks. This is just coming to me now. Write down, because as we enter this energy, this is really powerful energy to put towards your dreams, your goals, your future manifestations, your creations, the impact you'd like to have. So write on a piece of paper. Remember you said in the beginning in the chat, why is your soul here? And remember to come back to that when you need to. So write that down, just one sentence. And let's just say you worry a lot. Then what would be the opposite of worry? Maybe you're relaxing Brenda, or maybe you're carefree Liz. You know what I'm going to be? Trusting Carolyn. Trusting Carolyn is right here. To know that people in my life now are much different than they were when I was 4 or 5, and I went through that so I could learn, so I could evolve, and I could grow. And so the traumas that seem so solid and real have so much more playfulness and flexibility to me now. So I'm trusting Carolyn. And I know Tony Robbins did that challenge, but I just think it's really important that we all have a name in this group. So put whatever your name in as the chat after you write it down. And whenever you forget who you are, whenever the anxiety comes or the fear comes, or you think you can't handle it, or you're scared, you call on Trusting Carolyn, or you call on each other. You call on that energy. So put in the chat who you are so I can see it. Loving Liz. And that's beautiful, Liz. And if you're judgmental, you're going to want to say, I'm accepting whoever you are. And then write down what's in your future for your health. So your body, your mental state. You could say, I'm eating the foods that make my body feel good. Just write a few sentences. Don't think, just write. I am manifesting more abundance in every area of my life than I ever thought possible. I'm making, whatever amount a month that's gonna support you. You could say, I have the most juicy, passionate, delicious, loving relationship I've ever had. What are you calling into your future? Maybe you're a coach and you want your business to be exploding. I am a super attractor rock star. I am just attracting the right people at the right time. So you don't have to do so much work. You can float. You can be weightless in this life. You can gracefully flow through life in a different energy state. Everything is going to look different. I promise. Healing Emily. Oh, Emily, that's beautiful, honey. Really. That's really special. Okay, so we're going to do this exercise together, and this is just so beautiful. Soulful Sashi, so beautiful. Also trusting Lori. Connected Jen. Yes, Jen. If Jen spent a lot of her time disconnected, that's perfect. I am happy, Brenda. Yes. Liberated Debbie. Okay. Beautiful. All right, so let's move into really how would your body sit if you were healing Emily? Sashi, how would you sit? Now, Sashi, don't move for a second. Put your hand right back where it was. Our body's processing energy so perfectly. When someone does this, they're actually protecting themselves. This is great. This means unsafe energy for Sashi is coming up. How sweet is that? And she gets to process any feelings of unsafeness that she has inside her body. And she can move into the safest Sashi, where Sashi is safe. Sashi, you're safe. And you can take your arm down. When you're ready, take your time. There's no rush. You are safe to be in this body. This way we don't have to avoid. We all have different ways we avoid in our life. All right. Now that we've written down what we're manifesting, we are literally creating the most soul energy ever. We're making like this soul soup, and the right people at the right time we're on to create the most magnificent healing, not just for each other, but every single person in the inner circle is going to be able to feel this love, this healing, this liberation. And everyone in our family will be able to feel it, because as we shift, so do they. As we shift, so do we. We shift our finances, our business, our relationships. Everything shifts when you see the world differently, I promise. I know it sounds crazy, but it is just that. So just take a moment, close your eyes. You're receiving this information exactly at the time that is perfect for you. Think of the identity you've chosen, and think about all the anxiety and fear that's associated to not being that. The anxiety and fear comes up because you need to make decisions and actions based on that. Feel the safeness in your body. Feel you literally coming into your body at a new level of presence for you. What would that feel like to you, to come into a new level of presence inside your body? And you can think about the different ways in your life you used to avoid. And you can see that you don't have to do that anymore. Feel the range happening now between the unsafest version you have of yourself to the safest version, the version that is so afraid and just terrified of the world, of not having the things that we need to survive. Think about the survival energy that humanity is trying to transform and shift, and then go all the way. Let the pendulum just shift, like it's like energy shifting in your body, like a wave coming up from your crown to your toes, and then you move into the most soulful version of yourself. Where you remember being a soul before you came into this body. You remember being a soul and saying, I can help transform this. Oh, how playful and fun to be able to experience the fullness of separation, so I can feel what wholeness actually feels like. Wholeness, oneness. You experienced unsafeness so you could feel the fullness of feeling fully safe inside your body. So you could share that safety with the world. Share that trust with the world. Imagine if everyone you've ever met, you know now or will know, was just taking a nice deep breath, fresh of air in. So take a deep breath and out. Imagine anyone who's hurt you, anyone you're still hurt by, or any other energies that you're still processing. Imagine them all breathing together. And out, in and out. And notice how we have the ability, the flexibility to transform energy in this state. You're remembering that God is within you. God isn't just outside of you in a place in heaven. God is stored within you. In those moments when that anxiety or that energy seems too much to take, or that you can't do it, I want you to come back to this moment and remember right now that you are soulful Sashi. You are healing Emily. And remember your name, whoever you claimed. That is who you truly are. All the other stuff is just contrast, so you can experience the wholeness, the oneness. See the things outside of you shifting as you are shifting the energy inside of you. When you shift inside, the outside cannot stay the same. See your heart opening up to new relationships where you're loved, so loved, where someone will hold your heart and not break it. Feel yourself holding your heart. That's the first person who has to hold your heart is you and God. Just gonna do an anchoring exercise. Breathe in through your mouth and out. In, out, in, out. Notice things today going on outside of you, but they're not affecting you the way you normally do because you're starting your day in this state. You might feel energy in the bottoms of your feet and your crown. Let the energy come up. It's just energy. Do your best not to make it solid. Let it be flexible, malleable. This is a new version. What would the greatest, grandest version of you show up as today? Take it. Now we're going to do a deep breath in through your mouth, but you're going to breathe out with your mouth open, like your jaw fully open. So, and then tilt your head slightly back, and then I'm going to do this 2 more times. In, out. Good, Brenda. Good, Liz. Good, guys. I see you. Good, Sashi. And place your palms in your lap, palms facing up. Tell your body to organize itself to the highest, greatest standard, to the highest, greatest state, the most energy-rich version of yourself to show up now. Feel your chest lifting. Make sure you're taking nice, deep, full breaths in and out, telling your body to reorganize itself for the highest evolution and growth, for the highest love, for the highest healing. Let it go. Notice the more you let go, the more it organizes for you. How effortless it can be to let the body organize itself, to let your soul come to the surface. You might see colors. You might feel certain emotions. Feel as if a blanket of grace is coming onto you. We're going to stack this even higher, even higher. I want you to see a vision of yourself, your face. And I want you to think about 3 things that you love about you. Maybe you love the way you show up as a mother. Even though you make mistakes, you show up every day. Maybe you love the way you care so deeply for those that you serve. And see your face and keep loving you. Keep loving you. Let the love just start building and building, stack every time, every moment you've ever been proud of yourself. Build it up, build it up, build it up. Remember every moment. Do you remember a moment where you felt like God was with you? Where you felt just so energized, you felt so loved, Stack on a moment. Maybe it was the day you had your child, or you knew that there was something more than this body in this life. There was something greater, grander. There was grace. And all you have to do to come back to this moment is just close your eyes and take a breath. And I promise you, sisters, I'll be there. That is a promise from my soul. And I'll count from 1 until 3, and I'll snap my fingers, and you'll come back into this space. And when you open your eyes, you're going to see the world differently. And don't be surprised if people reach out to you, if things start to happen, if things start to shift. We are weightless, effortless, queens, kings, children, lovers. 1, 2, 3. Gently, slowly open your eyes. Yes. How's that for starting out your Thursday? You'll show up differently with everyone in this energy. You have so much compassion. These beautiful souls just processing energy. Everyone send Brenda love right now. Put your hands out, give her some of this excess energy. And what I want you to hold in your space, that you are safe to exist and that she deserves love. Just look to us for a second, Brenda, so you can see all the love we're giving you. Oh, such a beautiful call with beautiful souls. I feel so in all of you all. Oh my goodness. Thank you for letting us love you. Such a beautiful soul. Oh my. So take this tool with you today in all your interactions with everyone, and know that we're always only one breath away from this moment, this feeling, this energy from God. Thanks for sharing it with me. Really grateful for you guys.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Have a beautiful
Have a
rest of your
great
day,
day.
guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Love you all. Bye.